Look on the screen. Look on the screen. Well, she is no longer here. The seed of poverty D strikes again. Dusties bring drama, death, heartache, and trauma. The financial implications, my goodness, it's just too many of them in the nation. That curfew in Chicago, I feel it should be across every single major inner city, especially when you have the cheering of terrible Keisha Jones and Tyrone. Census people, why show on the screen? She was simply in her house. Knew what people do. Check it out. Fair use.
Continue to follow breaking news this midday in Coweta County, where a woman was killed after a teenager allegedly crashed a car into a duplex following a chase with law enforcement. That 14-year-old is now in custody. Karis Belger is live in the neighborhood near Sonoya. Karis, you just talked to the woman's family. What are they telling you right now?
Well, Aisha, they tell me that this all feels like a dream they can't quite wake up from. They are still processing what has happened, they tell me. And you can see behind me that the house is being boarded up now and supported before people can go inside. I heard from a cousin who told me the woman's name is Annette Rush, and they shared a photo of her with me. That cousin told me they initially thought that she would survive her injuries. She was inside the home. Now, take a look at this video from earlier where you can better see the damage to the duplex when this car crashed into it around 2 a.m. And you see that big hole? The family says that was a living room, and Rush was inside of that front room when this happened. They say rescuers pulled her from the debris, and she even gave them a thumbs up as they loaded her into an ambulance to take her to the hospital. But she died a few hours later due to complications from her injuries. And the Coweta County Sheriff's Office says this all started when a deputy tried to stop a car overnight for not dimming its brights, but the car took off going 130 miles per hour. And the deputy lost sight of that car, but eventually discovered it had hit the duplex on Johnson Road, and they arrested, as you mentioned, a 14-year-old who was allegedly behind the wheel. Now, a person who lives on the other side of this duplex was also taken to the hospital. They were hurt in that crash, and you can see they've tried to stabilize this home behind me. They have to do that before anyone can go in and get any of their belongings. I've been out with the family all morning, and they tell me that's essentially what they're waiting for them to finish this work so that they can try and pick up the pieces from what's left of this incident that took place this morning.
And who's going to pick up the pieces of the aftermath of these dusties, these dust buckets, and their raggedy ass? They sopping up these disappearing daddies and these sorry mammies. That's what's destroying your community. This community, that's why when I hear making that music bad, no, you got that covered all by yourself. And the dustiness and mammies are helping too. Look at all of this. 2 o'clock in the morning, how the heck you don't know where your darn child is? The father, the disappearing dad, defective, inferior seed of poverty D, he is not there because he doesn't care. And a mama, she's not far off. She loved dealing with a Tyrone. That's why she had that dust bucket child by him, and it always goes wrong. Look at this. How the heck is your child not at home at 2 o'clock in the morning, 14 years old? Now look. And you wonder why for some, they're finding it harder to find a place to live. Oh, more than 2 kids? Have you heard about the fires in New York? I saw somebody mention in the comment section. Look at this. It's a duplex. So now everyone that's living there has to move out. It's probably, looking at it, it may not even be structurally sound, so it might be a tear down. Yeah, it might be a tear down. That structure is very old. Oh, I can look at it and tell it's very old. This might be a tear down, a total loss. The house, it's over. So the people that live there, it may not be structurally sound. They're going to have to spend an engineer. You think an engineer working on $20 an hour? you think? Somebody has to spend some money. I'm going to assume it's insured. Now, let's not forget the most important factor is that we have a loss of life. We have a loss of life. What was she doing? She's inside, safe, so she thought. 14-year-old. What the heck are the parents? They should start finding these parents and putting the parents in jail. Well, the father, I didn't raise his mama did. It showed defective DNA. Come on, bring your butt on down here. Lock them up. They really should. They should start finding and incarcerating the parents. You're going to learn today. Finding them and incarcerate the parent as well. Now, think about it. So now they have to get out. Get out and go where? Stay in a hotel, go stay with somebody. Now, if it's being rented out, they have the right kind of coverage, then maybe the insurance will help. Now, I don't have all those specifics, but you get the idea. Maybe the insurance can help and get them some kind of temporary place to live. But what if the homeowner or the person that owns the property times so hard that the insurance absolutely don't have it? Homelessness. Why would somebody be homeless? Because somebody put the seed of poverty deed here. It was 2:00 in the morning, and that little animal was out and about, and boom. That little animal was out about, and boom. Look what happened. Negroes cannot get information to save their lives. Get information to save the nation. They can't. And I mean just your world. They can't. A 14-year-old calls all of this. Worst case scenario, what if the owner so now a loss of life. Again, they're being drama, death, and trauma. The financial implications, too much dust in the nation. Loss of life, damage to property. People got to go live elsewhere. Who got money just hanging around? You see, it's like a poor area. And even if they did, why the hell should they? Now, if they have a statement, you got to go into that. Why? Because a child. I'm assuming a chocolate drop. Contents is pretty much a wrap. And what if it's not properly insured? Those folks will be homeless. The insurance are going to have to come down, and they're going to get fined by the city. That's going to also cost money. And whoever owns it, you're just without a building if it's not insured. Because what? 14 years old. And see, the police, you're going to go on a high-speed chase. That's called, I do what I want. I'm going to do what I want to do. The person should be charged as an adult. Notice the BC, when somebody commits a crime, notice how sympathetic the black community is. Well, them is some cheering now. Yep, and they grow up to be adults now. I notice there's a great sympathy in the BC when somebody does something stupid or wicked. Well, you might have killed 5 people. Maybe they town the law know best. And obviously you don't. That's why the black community is in a mess. Life is going on. I see a lot of them have no freaking idea as to what's going on. That's why I encourage. I'm gonna try to get this video done today. We're gonna do a serious PSA. It's time to choose. The line is drawn in the sand. Black women, it's time for us to choose. Let's get ready, ladies, for this. I'll be dropping a video for all. Anyone can watch it, but the video I'm going to drop tonight is for the black women, the CEO. Ladies, it's time to have a meeting. We finna get in some darn formation. We ain't having this. This is it. 2022 has to be about you. If you're a positive black woman, please watch the video. We're getting ready to get information. I'm going to break it down to you. Here's what we're going to have to do. Nationwide. And if somebody's not with it, be like the song Beyonce, bye, bye. We're going to get information. Trust me, this plan always going to work out for you, baby. A friend of mine called me today. Oh, I said, no, I'm not doing that right now. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm living a dream. And do I have my rich no, fancy no? We have a few nice things, but a rich, fancy no, banging out mansion, hell no. I said, living a dream. I said, even though Wall Street is down, I'm making, I'll be able to still pay my bills. Um, what's that thing they said that Warren Buffett said and what Jeff Bezos? Oh, the pathway to wealth is to stay out of debt. Sweetie, that will be over, come what may, unless something crazy happens next year. There will be no debt. From transportation to lay your head in the nation, there will be no debt. I know what the hell I'm talking about. So sure, I may have losses in the stock market. I told him I'm living a dream. Why? It works for me. And again, I don't have a whole lot. Hell no. But I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. Not hopping on an old plane, trying to travel to go make a whole lot of money here. Living the dream. Can still afford to pay the bills and eat and be comfortable. If want to go right now, I love art museum. Go to the Smithsonian. Can go ahead, book a flight, not for business, but just book a flight and go. Fly to the hotel. I said, living a dream. When you are happy and content, not stressed out. I used to do one business that I have, and the last time I did that business a couple of months ago, I went to a doctor's office and they said high blood pressure, which I ain't never had that. What? Not simply say it. No. Let that go. It's not that serious, stressing me the hell out. What am I doing? Living a dream. Get up when I want and hold on, not retired. I was up this morning at 4:00 in the morning, putting up, taking pictures for my little gallery. You can do an online gallery. Sotheby's they do evaluations free. So if you think you got something that's high end, you might want to send it there. Living the dream because a plan worked. How we operate in Blackistan and other cultures is totally different. And I want to talk about that in the video. I love my people, but I look at how just thinking of family, being a black person, seeing how the black side is doing things, and I see how Caucasian and Jewish are doing things. There's a difference in day and night, and sometimes thinking about it, it makes me want to cry. And it's sad. People that don't look like you, willing to help you more than the ones that don't, that do. That is what's sad. It really is sad. At least a good thing, and you wonder why this group is at the bottom. We're so afraid somebody gonna have something. But when you a dust collector like this on the screen, Wally 14, but there has to be all day long. The thinking process, and I mean this in the spirit of love. I'm not saying we're doing everything wrong, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. The thinking process of the black community, it is all wrong. So that's gonna bring me to my video. Matter of fact, let me wrap this one up. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it. I'm doing it for black women. Even we're in tumultuous times, I'm not all stressed out. I'm trading right now before the market is closed. I'm shorting, ladies, gentlemen. I told my friend, living the dream. Don't want no negativity. Why are you doing this? You can't have something. Living the dream. When you can sustain yourself and do what you want to do and still make some money. Go where you want to go. You might have keys, people that have more money than me, and they sure as hell do. You got the gate code, the people at the front. If it's guard man, you got the keys. You can just walk into the lap of luxury. And they're all millionaires. I'm not. But I'm not going to lie to you. Those friendships have helped me. That's why I keep telling black women, you better get the hell up out of Pakistan. Those friendships have helped me big time. I've had help I never would have gotten in Pakistan. I'm not going to lie and pretend. Well, I won't call on none of them. Hell to the no. I'm sorry to tell you. I wouldn't call on none of them. Hell to the no. Why would I do that? And a lot of them live better than me because I'm dealing with black folks. I don't fool myself. This right here, this is how most of our lives are. An all disarray, life destroyed. It's the decisions that we're making. It's the culture that we've accepted that's dominated. And for those that think differently, no. So this right here, this is what, look, this is one person, a 14-year-old has caused all of this. All of this. A woman is now deceased. Look at the property. Folks got to go live someplace else. They are displaced. 2 o'clock in the morning. Got to get up. It's not structurally sound. This is Pakistan. So if you don't think we have a problem, you might need to go ahead and really and truly go ahead and get you a psych consult. All we're seeing is pockets of destruction, and then you look out, it's out of hand. This is where we are. Life is about to get a hell of a lot harder. It's about to. So let me wrap this up. Thanks for watching. And it's not like this here is a one occurrence. No, this is on the news. It's happening here, there, your youth. There is some scripture, I've heard of it. I can't quote the chapter and all that. My apologies. It says, your children shall be your oppressor. That sounds like the BC, shut up and down. Seed of poverty has caused all this. The seed of poverty, they bring destruction, death, and damage. They're worse than a darn tornado. The financial implications, there's too much dust in the nation. I'm out.